Oh.
Hola.
Alright, this is, you're giving me all the King's Row ones. But, this is a VOD review for Mandy.
Asústame, Panteón. 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Understand the gravity of the situation.
Oh.
Be right back. See you later.
So that's one thing I wouldn't do, right? Is, let's go back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
So, that's fine. You're moving. Oh, I'm gonna fuck up, but whatever. So right here, where you're gonna teleport is, so you see, I don't know if you see the ball. I don't think you see the ball. But you're gonna teleport around here. Which honestly,
Be right back. See you later.
you don't really get to there any faster. And now it's on a 5-second cooldown. So like, let's say just by chance somebody sees that, and like the May for instance, May is in that general area. She sees you teleport because it's very visible, and she starts freezing you, like you're dead because you don't have a teleporter up. So in general, what I try to do when I'm playing, especially DPS, but sometimes with like, you know, tank and supports too, but especially DPS, is whenever I'm using a movement ability, including like teleporter, I right before I use it, I think, why am I using it here? If it's to save like 1 second or 2 seconds, maybe don't use it. Like I used to just use like roll on cooldown on McCree just to get places faster. But then I thought about it, and it's like, what if a Genji jumps me? Like I kind of need roll to like get away, flashbang him, and like size up the situation. So I think just when you're playing a character, just kind of make like because sometimes, like I think as players in general, including me, we like go on autopilot. So I think stopping your autopilot and thinking about the decisions before you make them is a good way to play. So right here, your Diva's D-Max, so you really shouldn't be uncloaking. Oh, but
I'm out of here.
yeah, so you should. We're gonna go back and look at that in slow-mo. Okay.
Hey there.
Okay. So you uncloak. Okay, so obviously you can't really hack her. But yeah, I don't know. I would have gone for it too. I don't think that's a bad play. I think it's just unfortunate that you didn't get headshots. So right here, let's get in your head. So you know they're running Moira. You know they're running Torb. They have a dead May. They're running Hammond, Sigma, or Mercy. So honestly, there isn't a bad hack target, right? Because other than like I don't know, yeah, there isn't a bad hack target unless you see Moira use her fade. Because honestly, if Moira uses her fade and you have people with her, you shouldn't be bothering to hack her because she knows you're there. Because like, why else would you fade? But your best hack targets right now are if the Mercy's out in the open, the Mercy always. Right, because that way she can't Guardian Angel and she's just stuck. But if the Mercy's not positioned terribly, it's for sure, without a doubt, your Sigma ball, the Sigma ball. Because Sigma can't shield, can't eat, can't rock. He's super weak without his abilities. His whole kit is his abilities. And it's the same thing with Hammond. Hammond can't go into his ball form, so he's stuck at normal move speed. He can't get his blue shields. That gets him to like 1,000 health. He can't, you know, swing, and he can't pile drive. So both of the tanks right now are super susceptible to hack. And so that's who, in general, when you're playing Sombra, you want to look at who gets the most fucked. So really, you shouldn't be waiting for that, by the way. We're just gonna ×2 this. Wait till you till you teleport out. Blah 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 blah. So normal speed, you wait like 1, 2, 3. You wait like 3 seconds there for a health pack that's at like 60% until you need a hack again. So right there, you really shouldn't be waiting. You should just be heading back into the game. So yeah, you did that well. I would have hacked him too, just to make sure you can't Molten Core, you know, him do his like fast guy thing. You need to teleport out now. Yeah, a second is that more, and also the best person to hack ever is a coalescing Moira. So right here is like what I'm talking about. Let's see where your team is, because right now you're in their back line. Okay, your Sigma's here. Your soldier, their soldier, is on your sim. Or sorry, your baby diva. Cause I'm blind apparently. Thought Rux was in the game. I was like, oh. And you're down 2. Like 2 are just. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I thought that was further back. But yeah, you're down 1. Like he's like not in the fight because of these turrets. So you're down 1. And a half really with the diva. So if your diva's out of mech and your Pharah is in like no position, like none, like she rockets like a wall and she's dead. You know what I mean? Like this fucking Moira that she's killing, she just sneezed on her. She was dead. So no one's really able to push on that Mercy right now. So hacking her really isn't important, especially if she gets unhacked. Like, and kids still res. Okay, good hack on him. Good hack on him, except you had just seen him use all of his abilities, so kind of unnecessary.
Hey there.
The objective must be taken.
So I hear that Mercy's not a good hack. If Mercy's using her Valkyrie, not a good hack, because she can still fly. She just can't Guardian Angel. And my lord, do people get out of hack fast now. Don't rehack that. It's still like 80%. So don't be shooting at him. You should be hacking him there. Ooh, terrible EMP there. I mean, not terrible, but just not necessary EMP there. Okay, the more. Alright.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand the gravity of this situation.
Objective A captured. Escort.
Okay, so now let's look at them. Let's see. I would still be focusing on the tanks, but now Lucio's a really good hack, like always. I don't know why they switched to Lucio. You kind of hard counter him. And it's not like they need a defensive ult, right? They have a. They don't have one. It's like they have a diva, but they should just get a diva. Like switch off the ball. What the fuck is he doing? He gets fucked by you. Switch off the ball, go diva, and then they don't need a defensive ult, right? Because like, Sigma's cool and all. You don't really have the DPS to like be fucking after a Sigma ult. You know what I mean? Like you don't have like a soldier who can just like fuck people up. Like they're group heals, which is Lucio Moira. Both of them are group heals, so they're gonna be like, even if they were playing Mercy, Mercy or Moira Anna, like assuming it's an alright Anna, which it probably wouldn't be, but you get my point. Moira Mercy would be fine for Sigma's ult because the Moira just heals everybody, and that's two people who like two healers that'll like never get in his ult because they can just fly out of it, right? And then you've got Ball, who's never in the ult, or Diva, which once again Ball should go Diva here. If they're already committed to the solo Sigma main tank or shield tank. Yeah, I don't know why I'm coaching. I'm doing a VOD review and I'm telling them what they're doing wrong. But yeah, so I don't know, but it can be a good thought process. I guess you should realize, like, when you're like, hey, we lost a team fight, let's switch it up. You should be thinking, what do we need to switch it up to, right? So like for you, like in general, like you should look at like what do they have. So like if we're gonna switch off Mercy to Lucio, and what does Mercy have that Lucio doesn't have? He has group healing and a defensive ult. But what are you defensively ulting, right? Not the EMP, because EMP fucks you. And you're not gonna be like hiding out, like you're not, you know, good at the game. You're talking to Lucio. Yeah, so defensive ult isn't the reason why you're doing it, because Lucio gets his ult sucked up by EMP, and honestly you should be waiting for the beat to EMP. And if you just get a diva, Pharah's ult's useless. Yeah, so that was the bad switch all around, and that's like kind of like what you should be thinking about. Like, let's say you switch off the Sombra and you're like, I'm gonna go junk, but like, why are you gonna go junk? Because Soldier and Tor both fuck junk, especially Soldier. So obviously you're not thinking that, right? But like, if you were, you'd be like, I'm gonna go junk because I think junk is better against Reinhardt, and they're not running a diva, so junk would be good here. Good kill. Okay, that's like the last person you should be hacking right now. But you almost got her. No, well, you allowed your Mora to get her. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back because I want to know how hack that health pack was. Just to, okay. Oh, you hack it next time. Okay, so blah blah blah. You get the Mora to 1. Okay, it's like next to full. Like, look at that. It's still above the eyes. You can also be like backing up as you hack it. You don't have to be like staring at the ground to hack it. But you're overall doing a better job at not staring at the ground. Okay, yeah. So never take a Soldier 1v1 at Sombra at that long range. Only ever take it when you're on top of him, and even then hack him beforehand so he can't heal or rocket you. Like, you don't want him to be able to like burst you for 1,000. You should also be prepared to hack Sigma whenever he has ult. So that was a good EMP. Wait, was it? I don't actually know who it got. We're gonna find out who it got. Okay, so you EMP. You get 2 people. And they're 2 down, so like technically half the team, but also they're 2 down and you've lost 0 people. So perhaps not the best choice. But I mean, the thought process was good there. You were thinking, well, our Pharah's ulting, and Pharah ult's super trash, so if they have no shields, it'll be less super trash. Which, you know, a good thought process. Sorry, I'm so fucking hungry. But yeah, I don't know. I would just always try to make sure, because EMP is kind of like, if your team does anything with it, it just ends fights, right? Because they have no fucking abilities. And it's kind of super easy to get like a 4-man EMP. Unless they're like not letting you have it. Which honestly, if they're not letting you have a 4-man EMP, that means they're playing terribly. Because none of them are grouped up. So like, what is Mora gonna do to and Lucio to a non-grouped up team? So they kind of have to give you at least a 4-man. So the fact that you got a 2-man, whether or not they were 2 down, is bad. But I do know the thought process, and so you kind of had to speed it up. You couldn't just be like, hold on, let me scout this area out in the middle of a Pharah ult. That's a good hack. Okay, how did your Zen die to a junk? Don't hack that. Why would you hack that? So really, you only ever want to keep 1 health back up at a time. Because your best ability, right, isn't your teleporter. It isn't your invisibility. I mean, it kind of is your invisibility, but it's your hack, right? Your best combat ability. And so, you don't want to be hacking 2 health packs. For like no reason, right? Because you're only going to be teleporting to one of them. And so whether or not like it denies the 250, which like it did the first time you hacked it, which is why I didn't bring it up, it doesn't deny their 250 anymore, right? Strictly because they're pushed into their spawn. So it's not, you're not denying a 250 if they can't get to it, right? Especially that 250 to your right. But like, look how far back they are. They're literally in their spawn.
Score 3-0. Switching sides.
Hello? What's going on here? You Torb? You are. Okay. So yeah, Torb's not a bad picker, I guess. Farah is though. I wouldn't be playing Farah in defense, but you're fucking it, Winston. So they're running dive. And obviously Torb's very good against dive. Where's your turret right now? Okay, that's an alright placement for it, I guess. I put it in the other window, but maybe it's more safe in that window. Get kill. So right now you should just be spamming the Bastion, and you were kind of missing him, which honestly, how do I say this? So I'm never gonna coach you on mechanics, right? Like I think everyone knows, like no matter how good you are, you need to get better at mechanics. But there's nothing I can do, right, to help you for mechanics. But like in general, like right there, we're gonna go back and put it at 0.75 as soon as I have what I want to point out to you. So spamming's fine. I'm not gonna say you should be spamming. You're Torb, right? But okay. So when this ball rolls up, like what do you know what I mean? Like what are you looking at? So and then you do a 360. You literally look away from the entire enemy team. You know what I mean? So like that's not mechanics right there. That's just like and like fuck. I need to do that again, but I'm not gonna talk about the 360 thing. But like I don't know if those were just style points or not. But like, look how long in that sequence. Look how long you just like weren't looking at anyone. You were like staring into the black pedicab behind you, and then you were like looking at the other window that your turret's not in. And then so right here, we're gonna see who you're shooting at. No one right now. Still shooting at no one. That's like half of your shots, so you're still shooting at no one. You're still missing. You're still missing. You're still missing. And you're not missing. You're not. I don't know why I'm saying missing. You're not missing. You're just shooting at nothing. And there, that would have probably hit the Bastion, but by that point he had moved. So, really, honestly, if you had just shot one shot and it hit, you would have hit more shots than shooting your entire clip would have done there, right? And also, you don't want to peek that hard when there's a Bastion, and like right because you know there's a Bastion. Hold on, no, we're gonna go back and so I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. So right now, let's say, unlikely, but let's say like a Bastion shows up, right? Where do you go to hide? You have to like back up all the way over here, or walk forward over here, or back up over here and like cross this whole fucking alley. And now especially, versus a Bastion with a 600 HP, a Rest Shield, where do you go to hide? You have to cross half the alleyway over here. Cross half the alleyway over here. And then you should be going right, but instead you're backing up, right? You should be going where Mandy is, because there's a Bastion who broke your Orisa shield. But instead you like keep backing up. And like, yeah, you get the Winston kill. But like, it doesn't matter that you get the Winston kill, because they have like, A, they have spawn, so it doesn't matter that you traded. And B, if you didn't die, like your Zen could be rezzed. You know what I mean? So yeah, you might be thinking like, well, I got rezzed anyway, who cares, lol. But like, res is like a very important resource you don't want to be wasting. Oh, shoot the Sombra. So yeah, so right there, obviously, that sucks that you missed that. But I'm not gonna coach you on that. It's like the more you play, the more you'll get better.
Back to the drawing board.
Okay, so Kaz is doing good. Okay, and also it's been 2 minutes almost, 1 minute 50, and you haven't gotten an ult. So which is like another mechanic thing, but I don't know. I guess just like, I don't know, kind of be aware of like needing to get an ult more than like once every 2 minutes. Especially since you can't ult now. So you should not be challenging this, you should be backing up. Like, you got him, but if he had just gotten mercy heals and sat down, you were done. And you had to ult just to live, and you still might not. So, right there, when you realized you were taking a 1v5, because your team is not pushing in with you, and you were here, and you were like, I need to ult to survive, so I'm gonna... What?
Talking to...
Okay, so right here, when you ulted, like, the entrance of this, what you should have done is back up in here. Back up in here. Can I go under? I can. Okay, so that was some sick camera. And then run up this angle. Because, right, like, sure, you can survive here, because their Bastion's dead, but, like, boy, was that close. You know what I mean? You were 70 health, and if Mercy hadn't healed you, you were dead. And also, you lost 2. We're going to see how you lost 2, because that might have been because of you. I'm going to spectate your Moira. Like, I'm insane. They lost 2. So blah blah blah, you kill him and you're like, oh god, I need to get out of here. But basically, so that ult was useless, right? Because A, didn't hit anyone. And it was like all over the entrance of the hotel. But it could have been useful to like cut off this angle and then just run back, right? Which is why I said you should run back. To kind of make the ult useful. So they can be like, well, darn. Okay. So I thought those were your players, but they're players. Oops. So yeah, you should always be looking for like the safest retreat possible, wherever you are. That's like one thing you always need to keep in your mind. It's like, what is my... You're still like looking a little too low, but it's fine. Who are you shooting at? So, once again, this isn't really a mechanics thing. It's just like, before you shoot, just like making sure there's someone on your screen, right? So Hammond comes up. And he slams on you. Okay, so you do that, which I guess is fine. But so that's 2 shots, not really aimed at anyone. And right now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th one is kind of arguable that it was aimed at the Hammond. Okay, you took like 125 there for no reason. But yeah, so you just shot like a bunch, half your clip at no one in particular, which is not advisable. And now you're just shooting. So that's one thing you've done twice now, is just shoot into the Sigma while he's eating, which is just the opposite of what you want to be doing.
I'm not bringing my phone. Wait a minute.
What am I doing? Oh, I don't know. Okay, no, I don't want to. 20.
Objective lost.
Okay, so you're coming back. You decide to stay on the Torb, which brings up the question: who are you staying on for? I guess you don't really mind if Sombra hacks you. But I think McCree's banned here. It was McCree, Widow, Reinhardt, Brig, and no one's going any of those characters, so I think that's who's banned. But in general, McCree's good against Sombra, because if she just shows up, you just stun, family hammer her, and she's dead. But I guess like the Torb's good to keep it like an eye on the Sombra with your turret, and Hammond. But my big thing is like versus the Bastion, which is kind of like a whole team needs to worry about the Bastion, because if you shut the Bastion down, the enemy team just loses, right? Generally speaking. So your Orisa gets fucking flattened like a pancake against the Bastion. Your Mercy does 2, you do 2, your Zen definitely does. Your Pharah like kind of does, but she also kind of flattens him, so it's like you just both end up flattened. At your Hog, same situation, same concept. But it's really good since they don't have 2 shields that he can just like wait for Sigma shield. He can just shoot Sigma shield twice, and then all of a sudden it's down. So I like the Hog pick. And I would like a Sigma pick rather than an Orisa pick, because like their shields are basically the same, except Sigma has Rock and Eat, whereas Orisa just has Harden. Okay, so I don't like this flank. I think you need to be a frontliner, not like a flanker as Torb, and like your whole team dies while flanking. Except for your hard carry Fair, it's just going insane. So one thing, I'm going back. So I get that you're waiting for the Bastion. You're like, no one's on cart, so I'm not gonna fucking jump down. But with that turret, you let them know where you are, right? So that's maybe not the best turret. So you see the Bastion. So right here, Bastion has no goddamn idea where you are, which is good. So what that means is you can, before you shoot there, you can, because when you jump down, you're literally looking at the ground, right? And maybe that's because you jumped and you're kind of like, ooh, where am I? But like, if you know that's going to happen, and like you know better than I do, then wait until you've kind of readjusted yourself and you're not discombobulated on the ground, and then shoot them. Especially when you can aim for a headshot with a shotgun to the back of his skull. So like you miss, right now you could just get a direct if you didn't let him know where you are. But instead you like miss a direct, you hit one, you miss another, you hit one, you miss another. So like, and another. So I guess my point here is just like when you're flanking, specifically to take out a Bastion, whose whole thing is he stands still, maybe just wait until he stood still, and like aim up a shot. But you're dead. There's like no chance you're not dead. Well, you should be. If you kill this Lucio, you're a god. Okay. So yeah, you should have just like waited to size up the Bastion. In my opinion. And also you should be using your overdrive here just to get the point faster, because you'll have it up by the time you get back. So you should be ulting here. Oh, why am I going so fast? Jeez Louise, I'm just like not. That was a bit of an oops. Okay, so you get back. Your Mercy just died. So, I don't know, you size up, I say you should be ulting here because this is a good time to ult because your Mercy's dead and you want to win, right? But, and you have a really good ult, ability. But they're not really pushing in, they're kind of just shooting at your Fair. So it's kind of like once the tanks push in, is, yeah, when you want to do it. And I don't know where your team was, but you shouldn't have been. We're going to go back. So right here, you're sizing up the situation. You hear a Moira ult. You're like, oh god, there goes my Mercy. And you're like, hi Hog, I'm gonna walk in front of you. And you also like, see you later Orisa. I'm gonna be frontlining. So real quick, we just never want to be like a full like 40 feet ahead of both of our tanks. Like especially Orisa. Well, not really just any tank, right? You never want to be this far ahead of them. Cause like they're a whole block away from you. This Hog's like fucking see you later, bruv. And you're like, no, I'm going in. So just always try to be cognizant of where your team is. Like, really, your Pharah shouldn't be doing it either. But her Mercy just died, and she was like already here. So like, and her Hog is just backing out. So yeah, I get that you're thinking she's there, but also if she gets hit by one Sigma orb, she's done. And it is a miracle that she didn't get hit by one right there. So you shouldn't have been that far ahead. Especially if you're running Torb, because he has like long range, and he's not really a flanker, you know? He's just like a frontline battler. Yeah, which is why I didn't like you flanking earlier. Okay, so you see a 4-man.
60 seconds remaining.
I have big plans for you.
Heroes never die.
How am I slower? You should be overworking. Yeah, there we go. Overdriving, whatever. You should be backing up. There's no reason to still be in at that point. Once you lost your Mercy, that was an over fight. Basically, okay, so when I say backing up, right, and I get that you don't know, like I want to stall, but when your Mercy dies, like, and there's fucking Hammond ult in between you and the point, you either back up or you shoot a couple Hammond orbs and then go in. You don't like wait around when they're that close to cap it. Your choices are like you don't have the choice to wait around. You know what I mean? Like when you realize where they are and like how bad your team is, like in percentage chance to win. Oh, don't die here. Oh, don't die. That's unfortunate. It happens though. It's happened to me before. But going back to that, so your position, your choices, like in your mind, you shouldn't have even had the choice to just stay there. Your choices should have been A, back up, B, go forward. In no particular like order. So, yeah, I don't know if I like the choice to go junk there. At least not from right side, because right side's so much longer. And I'm gonna go back and just talk about this junk, because I was talking about your choices in last fight. Okay, so you go junk. May would have been better here, just for pure stall potential. And especially when they're running a... Who hit you like that? I guess Sombra or something? But yeah, right now, like, those lobs just seem like kind of like a Hail Mary, just like hoping to do something. Whereas, like, if you hit somebody with a pipe, you could have one-shotted them, but not if you just throw your two conks in for no reason, right? So yeah. I think the May would have been much better there. Oh, but Tario got a kill. And see, now you go Bastard. So like, if you're not gonna stick, you should stick with the character. As soon as you realize it's like time to stall, which is like what this is, you should stick to one character. Never switch, because like, what if you get ult while you're stalling? Like that'd be insane. Like, what if you got tired and you get like a 4K? Like, oh my god, wow, and you won. But or what if you get May freeze and you're able to stall until it's overtime, and then you just either force out a draw or win. You know what I mean? And right now, you should just be focused on that Bastion. And, like, it's kind of like Widow. The first person you focus is Widow. It's the same thing with Bastion. The first person you focus is Bastion, because he's the only person that can take you out that fast. Right? There's Sombra hacks you. You just like shoot her, and then she doesn't hack you. The Hammond's on you. You just go Hammond, or you just heal. The Lucy's on you. You don't even worry about them. You just shoot whoever's more important. The Moira's on you, same thing. You just make sure you keep having armor, because she can't do nothing against armor, and you're good. Sigma's on you, you kind of worry a bit more. You make sure not to feed him like 8,000 shields, but other than that, you just shoot his ass. But like right now, especially with their comp, you don't really worry about anybody else. with Bastion, especially because of what Bastion can do to your team. And how nobody else can take out Bastion because of how far back. Like, Hog would have to leave point, and right now, and he'd also have to run straight to Bastion as opposed to like flanking him, because you can't flank as a Hog in a stall timer, you know what I mean? And the reason you have an Ana is specifically to sleep and nade the Bastion, but clearly she's not doing that, which is unfortunate. But yeah. So, yeah. Just to reiterate, like if you're playing Widow and they have a Widow, your only goal until you do it is to kill the Widow. Because like if you're shooting at somebody else, you're like the easiest target in the world as Widow, and it's the same thing with Bastion. I mean, even if you're shooting at him, you're still like the easiest target in the world.
The true enemy. Do not deviate from the plan, and victory will be ours.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
My teleporter is online.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I don't know. Okay, that was, what am I doing? I don't know that I like that teleporter. I think a teleporter from spawn to point would just be better. And you also have 3 turrets that you're just not using, which is really bad because they're on such a long cooldown and they're so easy to kill. Let me make sure you're not using them. And I'm not just going inside. Yeah, I don't see turrets anywhere. So you really should already have your turrets up at this point. Like you should have 3 turrets available to use before point, or like when point opens up. And have 3 already placed as well. So you like. So you should have, like, your Pharah should be helping out with this, Lucio. Okay, we're gonna go back a second. So yeah, once again, like, just the first thing you should be doing before you're teleporting is, like, worrying about that, your turrets. So right here, you're worrying about the Lucio, which is fine. You should be worrying about him. But in my opinion, you should just like just run at him and like charge your orb rather than worrying about using your thingamabob, your laser. So like right there, who are you aiming at? You're still firing, and there's no one even close to this purview, right? Because your Mercy, Pharah, and Sigma are here. Like you place a turret, that's fine, but you really shouldn't be lasering her. So yeah, one thing you're doing a lot is like you're firing before you've like sized up the situation and kind of understood like, hey, here's like when you got slammed, you're like, oh, I need to kill this fucking ball, and you do, but like you have no idea where it is, literally none, and you've like already wasted half of your ammo before you even do.
In place.
And once again, who are you firing at there? Before you got slammed, you were like shooting like you have an infinite range. Like, who are you firing at here? I don't mean to harp, right? But like, you went from here and just like fired all the way until like here. And there's like, this is your shield, even though it's fucking brown. But like, look at how, like, look at that in comparison to where the enemy is. Like, it's nowhere close. You've now had to reload. And there's a ball on you. So you're reloading right when there's a ball. Which is just not advisable. Who are you shooting at? Who are you even looking at? So I think that's your biggest issue, is just like kind of noticing like Just like when you're shooting, like meaning to, and like shooting at someone.
Rocket barrage incoming.
See, like this is fine, even though you're missing. Like at least you're shooting at him, you know. Are you... Okay, you should back out here. Give him point. Fight for second. Why are you still here? Why are you meandering? So right now, like a Lucio could wall right up and just murk you.
Lost. Stop the payload.
Or the ball could. The ball could have murked the fuck out of you.
I am restored. Sentry turret placed. Valhalla. Our fates are entwined.
Serve the barrier.
Activating self-destruct sequence. Mecha activated.
So yeah, you shouldn't ult it there because you knew Sombra had ult. Like she hadn't ulted yet. And Sombra gets like EMP just as fast, if not faster, than your ult. So you should have waited for EMP to run out. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be walking forward. You should be backing up. Is your Mercy there? Is she gonna res someone? Otherwise, why is he ulting? I guess he might have been about to die, so that's like fair enough, but... What are you changing to? What are they running? Yeah, this will... Well, they have a pretty good tank line position to just not get fucked by Bastion. Sigma's like the best tank in the game against Bastion. In my opinion. So you should be setting up here and just like, you should have already set up. Stop firing at him. Yeah. You should have just like set up, killed the ball, and then unset up as soon as he walked away. You know what I mean? Cause like, I'll just, so right here, you see a ball, like, that's where you set up. I need to go back 40 seconds. Okay. So you go Bastion. Basically, the only reason their tank composition is good is because Sigma's good against you, and then Ball isn't, but like, also he can slam and stay out of your line of sight, because he's a flanker. So, if he's in your line of sight, he's kinda fucked. So like, you see Ball, like bam, there you see him. You should move a little to the left or something, and then just start blasting. But instead, you wait like 4 seconds, and then he's out. So once the Sigma's this close to you, and he's eating, like, and you fed him like 400 health or something, which is fine, like, you just didn't react fast enough, you're kind of fucked. So you want to, especially if they have a soldier and you're not under any cover with a shield or anything, you immediately want to just set up. And also Bastion, with while you're running dive and as you're running dive, is kind of a bad pick. You want a shield to help you, some kind of shield that isn't Winston's. So right here you should be setting up, like setting off, and then just backing up. Yeah, because Soldier's just always going to chunk you if you can't chunk him first. Because, like, obviously you win the 1v1, but if it's not a 1v1, you lose every time, right? Like if it's a 1v2 against Soldier, especially with the Sigma. What?
Do you want a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Soup on the side?
What?
Grilled cheese and soup?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this.
Oh, what was that shotgun? What?
Can you use this?
No.
No.
I don't like that cheese. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the shotgun there, but it sent you nowhere. And in general, I wouldn't look straight down with the shotgun because that just takes you nowhere. I would look like forward, and then go backward, you know? But unless you're going to a high ground, looking straight down doesn't do anything. And also shoot your dynamites. So yeah, never let a Sigma rock you with shotgun up, which you had. Right, like as soon as you see Sigma rocking, just immediately shotgun backwards. And also, your biggest problem here is that you should have just stayed, stem. Or going back to Sombra will be really good here. Because Sombra against Sombra is good, Sombra against Lucio is good, Sombra against Morris, fine, I guess. It's not good, but it's not bad. Sombra against Ball is really good, and Sombra against Sigma is also really good. Throw a dynamite in when you get it. Why are you moving forward, though? That sucked that they just completed that. Hit a minute and they got. Oof, that's unfortunate. So like the two big problems there, were that you never switched to anything that's like specifically good against their team comp, or with yours. You know what I mean? Like that works well with yours and it's good against theirs. And you also switched so much, right? Like you should have stayed because like the biggest thing you need is just like if you get EMP, like it's done. If you get I don't know Junkrat Tower, it's done. If you get really if you just outvalue them once, it's done, right? Because they're in constant overtime. So the fact that you kept changing characters just meant you can never like get that much value. Cause like you get Bob on the point is done, you know, most of the time. You get May freeze on the point, which is what your other DPS was going. Angel Cherry is done, but like you switched from Sim to when you almost had ult to Bastion to Ash. So and you almost there with Ash, but. So you're looking at the ground again? Okay, no you're not. That was a good kill. You need a freeze. You needed to freeze. You weren't hacked, were you? I thought you put up a wall. Let's see. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to fast forward and I'm pressing. Sorry, I just have my control messed up. Okay. So you get hacked here. So you kill Lucio, which is sick. Okay, so you have your ability back. So what really you should be doing is ice blocking and focusing on walling the soldier off. Not in that order. You should wall the soldier off and Hammond, and then immediately ice block. Because there's just still a Hammy on point, or a Sigma on point. I don't know why your team's leaving you behind here. They need to Lucio speed you as well. Okay, they do. You need to ice block as soon as you get it. Or I guess you don't, because Sombra like teleported out or something. Oh my god! I'm gonna yell with the double dinks. Okay, wall them out, wall them off. You want to make sure nobody can enter there. Okay, you've already failed. You need an ice block, you're gonna die. Okay, when you hear him and ult, you need to do a 360 and just see what he's ulted. Alright, because you walked into one. And I thought they were just on top of you, right? But the reason I thought that is because I had no way of knowing. So you need to kind of look around and see, I wonder what Hammond's ulted. Bad wall. So with wall, it's not always about like denying chokes. It's mainly like, especially in these fights, it's kind of like denying sight lines. So like making sure that soldier can't just shoot down from like 50 feet away.
must see the payload to its destination.
Seconds remaining.
My ultimate is charging.
Still winning.
You need to old fashioned that. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe your tank can carry. Okay, so 2 problems there. I'm gonna go back. So the ice block's good, but right here is when you let it out. Okay, what the fuck? Basically, you not right there. Wait, sorry.
My ultimate is charging. Cast this forward.
Okay. Okay, so right here you ice block and just let it go. Like you need to be moving right now. Like you just, what you do is you L2, R2. You just cancel it as soon as you're in it. Because as soon as it rises you up, like literally the millisecond rises you up, you can just be out of your ice block. You don't need to wait until you're at the apex. Or even down on the ground. Like you just did ice block for the whole time. Which was a good ice block. And then the other problem here is like this is good cover behind the cart. And then here's good, but let's see where's the enemy right here. There's a Mei behind you, which I didn't even know. You should probably be looking at. There's a Hammond up here, and then there's a Junk up here. So yeah, I had no idea where any of the enemies were, but I assumed some of them would be in your ult. Well, shit, Junker, like, kind of is. He drops down into it. But there's, like, literally a main next to you. You kind of need to look at her, you know? Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, Kaz is fucking going so ham. Okay, and you're back. Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, should be looking at the Hammond. See, this is fine. Like it's a lot more. It's a lot more understandable to kind of be like free firing this man, even when you don't know where the enemy is, because of how your like effect works. Where is that wall? Where do you just wall? Is this your wall? No, that's the enemy team's wall. Where did you? I'm figuring this out.
Reality bends to my will.
So you go for a wall here.
All systems checked out. Ice wall.
Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, you walled the cart on accident. Which once you realize it didn't go where you wanted to go, pretty much just let the wall down. Right there, you should have ice blocked, obviously, but no, you live and you learn. Oh my God, Kaza is just amazing yet again. Pretty much always get left side when coming out of the spawn. God, Kaza went so ham. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Got like a quadra kill there. What are you shooting at? You can't even see. Oh yeah, that's a good wall. Makes the Junkrat reposition. Oh, Mandy kills herself? Yeah. Nothing you can do there. They just pushed it way further. than was reasonable for them to have. Okay, yeah, and one thing here, I don't know if I've told you this yet before, but I'm gonna end this replay by going into training grounds. I could do with like half of them. I think I put it in a Mandy video. I don't actually remember if it was. It might have been one of your videos, and if so, it's about flanking silently. We're gonna go. You were flanking with Tor, but we're gonna go junk, just because I know you play junk. Okay. So, oh fuck, I can't break these. That's kind of annoying. So just real quick. So I'm gonna jump from up here, and you're gonna hear the noise. Like that's so loud. Oh, oops. Okay, and then I'm gonna jump silently, and you're gonna not hear the noise. So like, did you know, like actually insanely quieter. And you can do it with conch mining as well. Oh, I guess you can't. I lied to you. Yeah. Okay, I guess you can't do it with conch mining, but anyway, yeah. So you can just. So I didn't do it there. And yeah, you do it there. So you just walk off and like don't jump, but like here, I'll do it in real time. So I just walk off, and when I'm in the air, hold jump. Just like when you're free falling, hold it. And then you get a silent little move. It's kind of like it. You'll know you did it correctly. A, if you can't fucking hear it moving, but B, if you get like the little.
Only through conflict.
Like you know how like I kind of like move upwards after the Doomfist jump. It's like if you like move a little upwards, it's basically how you know you did it, like that, for instance. So yeah, that's it. I think I already told you that. I told somebody that, but